Something is better than nothing, unless nothing is filled with the something you are seeking. There's truth hidden behind cryptic meanings, but deciphering the definition can be an arduous process, so allow me to breathe for a minute. Observe the oxygen as it passes through my esophagus. I've since learned to control my respiratory system, so each blow of eyes and liver lands with impeccable impact. I did not ask for this conflict. I'm just dealing with what I was dealt with, dodging and weaving through unidentified flying objects. I'm almost at my destination, but I have a bogey in my six. A split second between death and desire. Reactions are measured in units of time, not understood by mortal minds. There are life forms that do not live this long. Somewhere deep inside an undiscovered forest, one can bear witness to the most amazing creatures, from the largest of dragons to the smallest of amoebas. Most folks will never see it. The brain makes certain changes when we accept conditioning, a life of being told what we can and cannot think. Eventually, we start to believe it, and pass the same teachings on to future generations. The cycle of stagnancy continues. I have no desire to be arrogant. I just want to explore my ego. I find that the best way to control my own soul is to live in lands that no one else will go, or at least not many folks. We come here to be alone with other lonely souls, to go on quests to the far regions of the globe. If we can slay demons, we can accomplish anything. I forged my own path in the desert, journey in excessive heat. As I hallucinated, I saw that which my heart's desires. When I got closer, I realized that it wasn't a mirage. It was the parts of my heart that breaks through glass ceilings. I lived there for what seemed like an eternity, grew old in the realm of fantasy, built buildings that could not exist in what was once called reality. It was everything that I would ever need. Until I was pulled away by a freight train, heading the wrong way. I cried that day. Cried like a ferocious waterfall, strong currents carrying all, and when they realized that my tears was a panacea for deadly diseases, I was captured, confined, my resources depleted. I never got anything for it. It was stored in places where only the privileged can see it. There was enough for every human being, but greedy men could not see past their riches. Many sustained a horrible existence, but Mr. Lee insisted. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. These are amongst the many things I've learned. Death is inevitable. Living isn't. Many follow for the sole reasons what their parents did. I believe belief no longer exists. Not in the way it's supposed to have been. By now, there are millions of citizens stifling the growth of other individuals. That is all well and good, but you need something to fall back on. Compromise is a dirty word. It means to give up a part of yourself to suit the whims of someone else. This is not the same as finding a balance. Do not let them fool you with their asinine language now. Where was I? Ah, yes. I was once told to put down these childish things, but my childhood brings happiness that most adults can't fathom. I put down my childish reasoning, but never my childish imagination. How else can I visit space stations whilst in the workplace, trying to avoid Mr. Harkin's reports? I knew him from before he got promoted. He hardly knew what he was doing, was speaking inappropriate to cost good staff their earnings, and this is what being a grown-up is. I choose not to have it. I choose to live by different standards. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to watch yourself become the villain. The older I've gotten, the more I've become stubborn. These are the things to be mindful of, because this isn't in and of itself a problem. As long as the person I'm becoming is a person of good standing. So now, my plan is to keep battling. Guys, that's little girl through beautiful wastelands, whilst fending off dangerous monsters I will kill for her. We live in a world where your killers will come in smiles, make you think that everything is going to be just fine and put a bullet in the back of your head as soon as you step inside an empty room. But what other choice should I pursue? When cops kill just as much as so-called murderers, it seems to me that none of us are going to be around much longer, either shots by gangsters or law enforcement. I'd rather traverse the less traveled course. These mortal men's laws are as useful as Liberty City traffic controls. Maybe this is a metaphor. After all, before one can appreciate the big gory sword, one must first understand how frail the giant knife is against breakable walls, and how even the mighty Paul, in the presence of a powerful force, they called me a homosexual for playing with pony dolls. Said, I must prefer the company of men since all my friends were the female kin. This exacerbated. When I refused to answer their insinuations, I wasn't trying to prove anything. I just felt it was none of their damn business. I am who I am, and that's all there is to it. It's the fake. At one time I wanted to be a part of their coterie, under the impression it represented what I was supposed to be, but now I realize, by the birthmark under my right eye, I was meant to fit in, not by the hairs of my chin. I was meant to be an outside looking out, not everyone what they're wondering about. More worried about what they think of me than what I think of myself. I have moved beyond that. Observed and absorbed various cultures, learned to appreciate all of them. The term manticore is a good description. It refers to a person with multiple systems. Named after the beasts of legendary origins, parts lion, parts shark, parts dragon, human countenance and bat wings. An amalgamation of many things. Who knows what the sun's song will bring? We just move forward. And when we fall, we stand up. Move forward. And when we fall. We stand up.